Hello, this is Ashi from Crafting with Ashi, and this is the Christmas card we're making today. With Santa, Father Christmas. I think he's super cute. So let's get started. Supplies you're going to need is your card base is a real red card base. So this is an A6 standard card base. So that's an A4 sheet cut in half and then folded in half. Then you're going to need a piece of Whisper White, and this measures 14.35 centimeters by 10 centimeters. Then you're going to need a piece of Designer Series paper, and this is The Night Before Christmas, and this measures 13.85 centimeters by 9.5 centimeters. And then you're also going to need just a piece, a scrap of Whisper White as well. But don't worry, all those measurements will be on the blog post on my website. Okay, so let's get started. The stamp set we're going to be using today is this one called Holly Jolly Christmas, and this is part of the suite of products that makes up The Night Before Christmas. So you've got the stamp set, you'll see the dies later, as well as the paper, you know. So we're going to be using this stamp here of Father Christmas, and we're going to be stamping him in Memento so we can colour him in using our blends. Okay. We're gonna cut him outside. You don't have to worry about where he goes, just as long as he's down good. And just press and hold. Lovely. Okay, so put that aside, and now we're going to colour him in. And as I said, I'm going to be using the blends. And I'm going to be using, I'll go through them now so you know which ones I'm using. I'm using quite a few, but you don't need to get all of these. You can, the beauty of the blends is you can buy them as a set of two, the light and dark of each colour, and you can build up your collection slowly. So I'm going to be using light and dark of the Real Red, light and dark of Mango Melody, the Ivory, and then light and dark of the Soft Suede, of the Shaded Spruce, Crumb Cake, and Basic Black. So those are all the colours I'm going to be using. And it's fairly self-explanatory on the card what I'm going to do. He's Real Red for his suit, this is Soft Suede, the teddy bear's Crumb Cake, and then of course here the presents are Shaded Spruce, and his face was Ivory, and I've used the Mango Melody here for his buckle. So it's pretty self-explanatory. So I'm just going to put you on fast forward while I colour him in. Our Father Christmas coloured in, so I'm just going to zoom you back out a bit. Okay, so it's easier to see. Now we're going to cut him out using the matching dies, and these are the Jolly Season dies. So we've got a die here to cut out him perfectly, and then I'm also going to cut out this sentiment here from the other bit of white called "'Tis the Season," and that's that one there. So I'm just going to put that through the big shot and I'll be back. Okay, so there's our 2 bits cut out, as you can see. So let's set them aside and bring back our other stuff and start assembling. So we're going to stick down our piece of Designer Series paper to our piece of Whisper White. Okay, get it the right way up. And I love this paper. Night before Christmas, I've used the heck out of it. I've made mini albums with it, I've made cards. I love it. Okay, so now we're going to put this onto our card base. Okay. Just like that. Lovely. Okay, and now I'll bring back our 2 pieces and I'm going to pop up our Father Christmas on some dimensionals. So I'm going to be quite generous with them. I normally am. If you've seen any of my videos, you'll see that I'm normally quite generous with these. I don't like things to fall off or sort of sag in the middle because there's no dimension, so I tend to cover the back with dimensionals. So I'm going to use the regular sized ones, and then I'm going to also use some of these baby ones as well. Okay, so you don't need to use as many. You use as many as you want to use. There's no right or wrong way. Okay, so now we're just going to take off the backs of all of these puppies and then we'll be ready to stick it down. It's the bit I'm not always happy. I get frustrated having to take all the backings off. I go, oh, come on, I want them off now. I don't have any patience. And all these backings, as you know, get everywhere. So now I'll be tramping backings all over the place. But it doesn't matter how hard I try to collect them up and put them in the bin, they still seem to find their way back out again, or I don't know. It doesn't seem to matter how hard you try, they just do get everywhere. And I always just sort of stick at the back, and if I can't, there you see, if I can feel everything is sticky, then I know I've got all the backings off. It's the only way I know I can't see. So we're just going to put him down like that. And I'm just going to get rid of all these backings before they try and stick to my card as well. There we go. Okay, and now we're just going to stick down our sentiment called "'Tis the Season." And I'm just going to stick it down with some Tombow because it's the easiest out of what we have now. If we'd had our, as I've said before, I'm sure I've said before, I would have preferred to have used adhesive sheet, but we don't sell that anymore, unfortunately. Very sad about that, but I liked our adhesive sheet. It worked well. It made sticking things like this down a real doddle. You didn't need to worry about glue getting everywhere. Okay, I can see here one bit I didn't take out, so I'm just going to push that out and then put it down wherever I want it. And you see, see, this is why I don't like always Tombow, because it gives you the wriggle room, which is great, but at the same time it gets on everything, or gets on me. And as I've said to you before many a time, one of my pet hates is glue on my fingers. I just don't like it. I don't know why, but I really don't like getting glue on my fingers. Just feels yucky. Okay, enough of that anyway. There's the card. Now, I'm not going to do this time because this takes about an hour to dry, and I don't want you to sit here for an hour watching it dry. But this is what we call shimmery crystal effects, and it just squeezes out like the Tombow squeezes out. And you just put it on, and after an hour it gives you this very, I don't know if you can see it very well on the camera. I don't think you can. Here, I've put it on his white here, all the white of his cuffs, all the, you know, here on his hat, all the white of his suit, you know, down here as well. And it just gives a shimmery, glossy effect that you can't even see on the camera. But anyway, those are the two cards. I hope you enjoyed the project. Thank you for watching. If you did enjoy it, I'd be grateful if you could give it a thumbs up so YouTube know. And don't forget to subscribe to future videos. If you want any information, it'll be on the blog post on my website. And the links to my website and my social media links are in the description box below, including the link to my new Facebook group. So all that leaves me to say is thank you again for watching, and until next time, enjoy being creative. Bye!